Hello, everyone. Hey, Starwind. You're here right on time. I'm like a couple minutes late. Okay. I think everything's mostly set up. I was gonna start by just hanging out while I put some decks together and just chatting about whatever. 'Cause I have this project. I've mentioned it a couple times recently of how I'm building a deck for every hero in the game and then like keeping track of it, and then I'm gonna make a big video going over like every deck that I made, so a deck for every single hero. So I was gonna try out two of those decks today, and then also play Civil War because I was wanting to do a Civil War review soon as well. So in an effort to be efficient with my time, I'm just gonna stream me playing Civil War. Um, Use the decks that I'm testing, and then get ready for the Civil War review as well. So I thought that could be good. Okay, I'll start by putting the deck list together. I'm playing a Captain America leadership deck. I'm just telling. After having not played since April of 25, he tried to play Jubilee Sidekick deck against Mutant Formula and got bodied. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It can be also Jubilee's a little hard to play, and Sidekick for her I think is a little bit of a bait. Um, it's not because Sidekick, your ally gets more health, and then when you recover, it heals them more. But Wolverine, if I'm remembering right, doesn't his response? Let me double check this. Doesn't his response trigger like when she goes to alter ego or something? Or like he heals after he changed alter ego form? Yeah. So just by flipping, you heal him up. So then it kind of makes sidekick not necessary for him if you're getting the confuses off. Uh, yeah, that's probably what it was. Like I bet if you against mutagen formula, since you have good threat removal, and that scenario isn't really that pressing on threat. The big thing's the minions. If you just go like um, aggression with a handful of allies and you stun and confuse a lot, and then like take out the minions, it'll go. That'd probably be a little bit easier. I'm glad you're playing Jubilee though, because Jubilee is one of my favorites. I really like playing her. And a lot of people didn't seem to like her very much. Made me a little sad. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I didn't have dinner yet, and I should have scheduled this stream like probably like 15 to 30 minutes later. I made myself rice and lentils with eggs. Um, yeah, because I hadn't had anything since breakfast, so I just kind of I was in like a rush for like no reason. I just like made things unnecessarily difficult on myself. Glad you're here though. Celtic Canadian. I always think of the Celtic Guardian Yu-Gi-Oh card. I need Falcon. Fine, with this like Avengers leadership strategy, like it kind of matters what allies you play, but it also kind of doesn't. Welsh grandparents, so the name works. Nice. I've almost got the Captain America deck made. I did title this like half Q&A streams. Do you guys got any questions? I can try to answer them. If not, that's fine too, obviously, but one of these allies isn't in the deck that I just assumed was. Oh, I kind of just added White Tiger in, but that's fine. I really like White Tiger. I'll just edit it to have it in. White Tiger's just really broken. Currently playing a Cap Aggression deck. I call it Did Someone Order a Knuckle Sandwich? It's based off of one of the Boom Guy decks with some changes and updates. Nice. I like Captain America and Aggression. Because Aggression has that weakness of not having very good threat removal, but Captain America is so good with his 2 thwart and ability to ready up. So yeah, Aggression works really well for him. Like just increasing his stats, and then just readying is so strong. And it's really fun too and satisfying just getting like 3 attack or 3-4 attack. Missed it. Who are we building? Captain America and Ant-Man. I was gonna play a 2-handed game. I'm not sold on the Nick Fury Senior for this deck. I might cut it. Do you prefer solo or two-handed? Just why a sidekick is so good for me. Kind of like playing two-handed, but it can be repetitive. Just playing sidekick. Um, I don't really like solo that much. I like two-player the most. So when I'm playing on my own, it's almost always for like a stream or like testing a deck. But if I'm just testing a deck, I usually do it quickly on Tabletop Simulator just because it's faster if the only point is testing a deck. Um, so then when I'm playing on stream, it's more of a motivation thing. Like if I have the motivation and time, I prefer two-handed. But if I just want a quick game or like, I don't want to focus that hard, I play solo. So yeah, solo's never my favorite. Before I started my channel, I'd played almost like no solo. I just always played two-handed, or not two-handed, two-player. Uh, it's just so much more fun to me to play with people than on my own. Whereas I almost always exclusively play solo. Don't have a lot of time to play. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like a solo game, like if you know the rules and you're just playing by yourself, you can finish a game in like 10 to 15 minutes pretty easy. Um, which that can be really nice. Okay, looks like the decks are built. I would love to play in-person multiplayer at my local game store, but sadly no one in my city who sports Marvel Champions is interested. Yeah, that when I moved recently, that same thing happened. It's kind of sad. Missing cards. Oh, two ready to rumbles. There's a lot of people that play on Discord with like webcams. You could do that. It's not as fun as in person because the webcam is gonna be a little awkward and just like definitely better in person. But yeah, it is an option. Okay, I gotta go grab my other box, and I'm gonna grab a bit of water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I did see that there's a Marvel Magic the Gathering expansion. Da, 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 dum, 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 dum. Let's do my daring mode. Okay. Oh, I need the captain. I'll be right back again. I gotta actually grab the hero cards. Okay, I think I got everything now. Okay, let's go. I don't want to mess up the setup because it's a little different. So I choose a side. I'm not doing PvP. So select a leader. Uh, I chose Captain Marvel. Select 3 or 4 modular sets from the chosen side. You cannot mix registration resistance. Okay, so Captain Marvel was a registration one. How do I tell if it's a I don't remember how to tell if it's a registration or a resistance modular set. I feel like I grabbed the wrong ones. Captain Marvel is blue, right? Red versus blue. Yeah, so as long as it's blue, it's fine. Okay, well then these will be my 3. Yeah, yeah, thanks, Celtic Canadian. Yeah, so these go with Captain Marvel, right? Just want to confirm that. Isn't that weird? Like, am I missing something? Why can't I just like look at the card and tell if it's a other than like it just doesn't say registration or resistance anywhere on it. And if they can't be mixed, like let me just read. Maybe I'm just missing something really obvious. Because like if it's all blue and red, then that's fine. Like we can get that, but I was just wondering. It's like most of the time with mod sets, you can like tell what they are and everything that's relevant to them by just looking at them. Okay, pre-constructed registration scenarios. Hold up, I think New Avengers is Cap. As in remember Falcon being with Cap. I mean Captain America is on the card here. But you can put any of them with Captain Marvel that as long as it's the registration, right? It doesn't have to be any specific ones. That's funny. Like I know like they recommend here like the different ones. So like you'd piece it together, but it's kind of funny to me that it was not more obvious which one was which. Okay. Correct. Yeah. Okay, so I build the leaders and counter deck, so I chose the 3 or 4. And then the standard set, I'll do the daring mode, where I shuffle the expert 1 and 2. Sitting here unboxing and sleeving Civil War? Yeah, that's a perfect time to join. As long as you don't care about any spoilers. I played through each of the scenarios one time so far, so I played against Captain Marvel, Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Woman one time. I haven't done it again since then. I want to make sure I play each of them a few times before I do a review of them. Okay, and then the obligations, the modular sets. Doesn't her side scheme come into play? Hey, Kevin. It's been a while. I haven't done much YouTube. Yeah, someone was it Celtic? Was talking about not being able to find people that want to play Marvel Champions at their local game store, and I was like, yeah, I ran into that problem when I moved. It was nice. I had fun. It was nice when me and Paulina and Johnny got to go play a game with you in 4 player. That was cool. I haven't found any Marvel Champions events or anything going on at the game stores around here. You're planning on going to Con of Heroes? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Like I think I should, but I was kind of surprised how expensive it was. That it's like $90 to go. I was more expecting it to be like 15 to 30 or something. Which I mean, I'd probably still go, but that was just kind of surprising. And then I haven't worked out like the time off work or any of the logistics for it yet. Oh, did I miss her main scheme? Wait, oh, I'm supposed to select a main scheme, right? Okay, let's just choose a couple random ones. I went last year and had a blast. Yeah, I think I'll go. I'll just have to plan it out. Is there like a deadline on getting tickets? Like, do I have to choose like soon? Or like if I show up and without a ticket and I'm just like, hey, I have the fee for the ticket, would they turn me away? I feel like that'd be weird. It's not in the budget. Yeah, like a plane ticket, a hotel room. Um, oh, that's really expensive. Ugh, okay. I think we're mostly ready to go. It takes so long to set things up. Just when they sell out. Like, is there actually like not enough space for like just like a few extra people to show up? Like, do they have to like buy tables or something? I don't know. I just haven't been. It's hard for me to picture like uh like actually not having like any space. Choose leader 1, 3 and 4 for expert. Chosen leader set, standard set, and 3 to 4 modulars. Find leader side scheme and reveal it. I believe it's based on the event location, fire code. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I knew there was gonna be someone that knew more about event planning than me that could answer it. They sold out last year. Didn't have enough space for any more people. Totally at capacity. Oh, nice. Is it not at the the game center? Was it the game center with a Z? I thought it was there last year. That's cool that they outgrew it. I'm glad it's like doing well because, I want the game to do well. It's really sad that I can't find like any places locally that play it, but at least the Con of Heroes and like the online space is still doing well. It takes so long to set up a game when all of your stuff is put away. I kind of forgot. I've been streaming for like 30 minutes and it's still haven't got to playing. It's like I did have to build like 2 decks and like do a bunch of like I don't have it memorized how to set up the Civil War scenarios. Also, weren't people? I heard Char, because Char gave like a summary and like did like a vlog about it that I watched. And he said there was a bunch of people playing in the like hotel lobbies and stuff after the event too. I'm gonna put the decks off camera to save some space. Yep, was playing till 1 a.m. at the hotel. That's cool. Other than my hero deck, I keep a box of just pre-built villains based on my preference, similar to Stretch 22's deck testing gauntlet. That's nice. I remember some people in my Discord were mentioning I think it was Abby Small, mentioned the Stretch 22 deck testing gauntlet thing. I don't remember all the stuff that was in it though. I'm I don't know, I'm not as I don't know. Like the deck testing thing, it's important, but also I've never really been like I've never liked or personally enjoyed, like having a villain that I set as like a bar of like, oh, my deck is good if it beats this villain, but if it doesn't beat this villain, then it's not good. Just because the scenarios are so different from one another that putting a like a standardized thing is hard. The gauntlet I think is better than like because like people used to say like you test your deck against Claw. I really disagree with that. I don't think just like beating Claw in solo is really a great test, especially with like the variance of the difference between getting like an armored guard or a weapons runner, and then getting like radioactive man turn 1. Claw is a really swingy variant scenario, so he doesn't have like sort of a predictable difficulty. But having like a gauntlet of them, like beating like 5 different villains of different strengths in a row is definitely a way better test. Claw, Zola, Red Skull, Juggernaut, Magneto. That's a pretty good gauntlet because like Claw does have like he's tanky, minions, side schemes, nothing too weird. Zola really challenges you on minions. Red Skull really challenges you on side schemes. Juggernaut like punishes chump blocking and like tests your survivability. And Magneto's like kind of a harder version of Claw in the sense that you have to have a lot of thwarting, a lot of damage, and survivability. But it's just like Claw, more consistent, and then more it requires more as well. I feel like Magneto's, if I did have to pick a deck villain to test like all my decks against, it'd probably be Magneto. I do test a lot of decks against Magneto, actually. Like but I'd have my like beyond Omega level, that type of rating. I don't test all of them specifically against Magneto, but generally if I'm playing a mutant deck, like my bishop deck that I just posted, the one I called On Call, I tested that against Magneto and just like completely destroyed him. Like it was funny, felt like Magneto wasn't even there. And then my friend Johnny tested it against Magneto himself because he's helping me test all the decks. Paulina's helping me too. And Johnny played against Magneto 3 times, and then he beat him easily twice, but lost once. But then he was reflecting and he realized that he made a mistake, and he could have won the game he lost too. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. If someone that didn't build the deck, so they don't know everything. He doesn't know everything I was thinking with like the cards that went in. He was still able to defeat Magneto without much difficulty. That gives me a lot of confidence in it. Because after I played it, I was like, oh yeah, this is just pretty broken. Like I don't really need to play it that much more. Paulina played it, and then I was there while she played it, so it's kind of like I played it multiple times. But yeah, it was really game breaking. I use mutagen in place of Zola. I also, not in the gauntlet, have Mysterio in my box. I really like Mysterio. He's one of my favorites too. I use Green Goblin mutagen formula for my deck tests and two-handed solo. I test heroes and pairings. What is GGMF? Tends to support any build, so all heroes are relevant. I don't know what GGMF means. In my mutant build, I use Sinister Assault instead of Masters of Evil for theme. Or in your mutagen build, Sinister Assault. Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay, I think I'm ready. So what's her thing? I want to read and make sure that I'm remembering right. So force response after she attacks and defeats a character, place 1 energy counter on energy channel. Okay, that's her whole thing. After a leader, hero, or ally attacks Captain Marvel, place an energy counter here. Then if there are at least 4, remove all of them, and Captain Marvel attacks that character with overkill. Okay, so it's just, you get punished for like attacking her too many times in a row. Oh, that's going to be a lot to keep track of with the energy counters. In the main scheme, if there are more than 1 player on your team, the stage gains hinder 2 per player. So there are, so it starts with 4. And then when defeated, place 3 energy counters on energy channel. Okay. It's not that bad. Let's try it out. Green Goblin mutation formula. Thanks. Oh, he got his helmet. That's cool. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really. That could be nice because you can just finish the side scheme. And then Ant-Man could play one way or another and deal with the other one. I'm not really that keen on the other stuff because like Avengers Assemble turn 1 obviously isn't that good. I'll keep this because I could buy an ally with it, but then I'll mulligan the rest. Or I'll keep Squirrel Girl as well just to like guarantee I have a target for it. And I'll draw 3 more. And then search for Captain America's shield and add it to my hand. Okay. And then Ant-Man is going to keep his helmet. Definitely keep the helmet. Ready to rumble. This is not necessary. I think just getting set up is fine. So I'll mulligan these 2 to just try to find doubles. Resize. Okay. Captain America goes first. I'll use Inspiring Presence to play Squirrel Girl. I'll flip up. I'll use these 3 to play Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier can play my shield. Our Fearless Determination to give him +1 thwart until the end of phase, and I draw a card. And then I'll thwart 3, discard Hawkeye, and thwart 3 more. That's Captain America's first turn, which places 3 counters on Energy Channel. Yep. And then Squirrel Girl can thwart 1 here. Now that we're so far along from the next wave, do you feel like player side schemes have kept up and are still worth the deck space? I think it's dependent on the it's situational for me at least. Like there's some that I think are really good. Like there's some that just like always make the cut for me, especially. It's weird because they're better in multiplayer, but they're also better in solo, in a sense, because they're so much easier to defeat in solo. But at the same time, like they get a bigger benefit in multiplayer. I feel like they're pretty balanced, honestly. I've never felt like they were really that over or underpowered. They feel just good to me. So yeah, I think I can solo, like keep up the pressure. That aggression one is so good. It really helps you in the game. Multiplayer, it's really good as well because it gets everyone their attack event. It's just so good. So that card goes in almost like in a lot of my aggression decks. Then superpower training and build support are really situationally useful. I think they're good. You just have to make sure you actually have a plan to be able to defeat them. You can't just like throw them in blindly and expect it to work. You got to think about it. Okay, I'll change up into giant form to deal a damage to Captain Marvel. I will resize to change to my other hero form and draw a card. To remove 1 threat from a scheme. I'll play one way or another. I can search for side scheme. I'm just looking for one I can defeat easily. I'll get this one because it's a hazard icon that doesn't do anything right now because its ability is not going to trigger, so that sounds fine. And it has 5 threat on it. I have in my limited experience found that specialized training isn't as big a deal as I thought it would be. Yeah, I usually use specialized training on characters that like have like a specifically very good synergy with it, and also can finish it easy. So like X-23 is a really good example of that because she likes the stats a lot and can finish it so easily. Okay, that's funny. I gave myself a hazard card, but I'm not sure I'm actually gonna be able to defeat it. Yeah, that's not good. Well, that was a bit of a mistake. So 3 for my helmet. Oh, dang. I should have played that first. After you change to tiny form, draw a card. So I should have played that first. So the only difference is after I changed to tiny form, I would have had 1 more card in my hand. Okay, that helps a lot. That's nice. And I had Generation X in my hand, but not Lay the Trap. So this is the situation I would have been in. So now, I need to play this and Wasp. Fortunately, I don't get the team building exercises. I can maybe keep 1. So I'll play, I'll thwart 2, Oh, also my one threat could have been off of, oh, because the one threat could have been off of here instead of the main scheme when I changed to tiny. So that would have helped a lot too. Yeah, that's the correct play. So I thwart 2, and then I spend 2 to play clear the area, and that thwarts 2 more. It draws me a card from defeating with clear the area. And then I'll just play a team building exercise with these 2. It was a little convoluted, but I think it works out. I'll save this team building exercise. There we go. Okay, and now that lighting's a little better with the light like higher up. Yeah, that's a lot better actually. I mean, it glares out the helmet, but that doesn't really matter. I'll just put it higher up so you can see what it does better. Okay. Back of Captain America's shield card is miscolored. Is that just my pack, or did they do that on purpose? Like, I don't know, they look pretty much the same to me. It might just be your pack. Oh, in the villain cards? I haven't checked. Mine's like that too. I don't know. It does kind of look like a mistake. Like it looks like the printer just ran out of ink or something, but mine's like that as well. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. It's on purpose. It's to signify that they started the villain deck. How do you know that? All the Civil War villains had their special attachments colored that way? Oh, that makes sense. So every single one of them's like that? Like, oh yeah, that one's like that too. Yeah, I think that they're right about it being, I think white Hydra Yin Yang, white Hydra Yin Yang is correct. It seems like they might have done that on purpose so that if it's like on here, you notice. Makes sense. Okay. Dropped my hand size. Main scheme goes up by 2. Captain Marvel attacks Captain America, who can just I'll just block with Squirrel Girl. Give the enemy leader a tough status card. If they're already tough, it gains 2 boosts. Okay, and now she's attacking Ant-Man. It kind of makes sense for me to block here just because, you know, it actually no, because like he pings the damage when he goes to hero form, right? Deal 1 day, yeah, so it doesn't matter. And then I can just heal up. So 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. Oh, that's why I wasn't wanting to block with Squirrel Girl, because it places an energy counter. How much did she attack? Well, whatever. I'll just have her attack Captain America right now. It was a mistake, but it's fine. The boost is I'm stunned. I wanted to block. Okay. And knocks her tough off. And yeah, I didn't take any damage. So then energy absorption, place 1 energy counter on energy channel. Heal 1 damage from Captain Marvel for each energy counter on energy channel. Villain, and each mini engage with you attacks. 2, 3. Okay. And now, Ant-Man's turn. I think he just wants to build up here. Do I want to play Risk Gauntlets? While I'm in giant form, spend 2 physicals to stun an enemy. Seems really expensive. It's not bad, but it's I didn't really build the deck around physicals. In tiny form, 2 energy resources to confuse an enemy. I did have Quinn Carrier in his deck instead of Helicarrier, but I took it out, so like the Quinn Carrier does solve that. I think just playing the mansion's more important though. So I think Ant-Man will just have a really simple turn where he can play like mansion, draw a card. Yeah. So I'll start by doing that. I'll use team building exercise, superpower training, and then lay down the law to play Avengers Mansion. The mansion can go to Captain America. And I'll hold the team building exercise. I'll change to giant form, doing a damage, or do I want to thwart first? Or do I want to go to alter ego? So first I'll thwart 2. And I think I'll just go to alter ego. And I heal a damage. Now it's Captain America's turn. 1, 2 for Avengers Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Falcon. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Reach Treachery, remove 1. I didn't get 1. He can thwart 2. Yeah, I think that's it. Cap Marvel and Spider-Woman. Iron Man is the only one not, since he starts with 1 tech options. I don't have the Synthesoid Smackdown, so I don't know if they continue that in that pack. I have the Synthesoid Smackdown, I just haven't got around to playing it yet. Oh wow, standard PvP modular, Sinitring expansion. Yeah. I haven't got to play PvP yet. I need to play PvP before I do my review. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 2. Captain Marvel is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. And then she's going to attack Captain America For, I guess I'll just block. 2, boost. If the Spider-Man is in play, reveal his card. It's not. That okay, I just gave it away, but the Spider-Man modular set is so disappointing. Um, retaliate. Daredevil, when revealed, the enemy team exhausts the character you control. When you do the enemy team mode, it's supposed to be like, I just choose the like worst one, right? So that. Neighborhood Hero, when revealed in competitive mode, move 2 threat from your leader's main scheme to the main scheme. Otherwise, choose place 2-player threat here. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about the I know that like the it's supposed to be like you know the co-op mode, you can play it as normal, but it's um it's clearly a lot of the cards I reveal, like Daredevil with the enemy team thing, like it's not that fun for me when it's like, oh, I just choose my worst card. Like how do I screw myself over the most? Or like this when it has a cool effect, like the Spider-Man effect there. But then I think it'd be really cool like moving the 2 threat, but otherwise it just gets hindered, so it kind of takes away an interesting thing there. I don't know. It just feels like less interesting to me than it could be. Okay. Captain America's turn. Start by playing team training. And 1, 2 for Super Soldier Serum. 1, 2 for Kalu. You can look for an event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add the event to my hand. And I'll discard the event to ready up. And then 2, 4, maybe just 2. And then we can take out Daredevil with these 2. Yeah, that's fine. And the PvP rumor, if the PvP rumors are true, that it's more of a race to finish each other's team objectives, I can't wait to try it. I don't know what I haven't been paying attention to like what the PvP rumors are. Yeah, I do want to try it because like it kind of makes me sad like all the times like these effects whiff or it like feels awkward due to PvP being the primary focus of the box. But then if the PvP is really fun and I have someone to play it with, that would offset it. I just haven't got to play it yet. Okay, so I'll flip into giant form, which heals me 2 and deals damage. Oh, yeah, but he was exhausted. It's fine. I'll draw a card. Oh, I should have drawn the card first. So I would have gone into tiny form. Which I would have 2 less health. And then 1 threat off here. After you change tiny form, draw a card as well. Yeah, that's a lot better. 1, 2. Or just 1 from the team building exercise to play an army of ants. And Then I can exhaust it to deal 1 damage to an enemy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury. Nick Fury Senior. He can remove 3 threat from here. From where? Or he can give himself a tough. I'll do the threat removal though. Yeah, let's get 3 off of here. And then, since I can't finish that, the best thing I can do is just get 2 off the main as well. And I could play Giant Strength, but I don't want to get rid of a team building exercise. So I'll just hold it. I usually play to manage. Or so wait, I'm really behind. Just how PvP plays in Civil War. PvP seems to be a rush to beat the enemy's leader as fast as possible. That's what I was thinking it was going to be when I did my video with D20 where we were like predicting like, or not predicting, we are talking about like our first impressions of it based off the articles. I usually play to manage the board and build out, but if it's a race, then I feel like I have to stretch and take risks. It probably will. Because I mean, it is like inherently a race, right? Because you have to defeat the enemy leader before they defeat yours. So it would shift it towards more high tempo plays, which is nice. Like, I like that there's like a different goal. But I play solo and have no interest in PvP. I feel like a lot of people on the internet are in that boat. They'd probably do things like each team gets to pick the other team's decks. I have all my that sounds pretty fun. Like it's nice having a play group. The PvP expansion, like for people that have a play group, is going to be probably a lot better than for the people that don't. Okay. Now, main scheme goes up by 2. Captain Marvel attacks Captain America, who will just block. 2. Boost. The enemy leader attacks your leader after its activation. There is no enemy leader. Do not give it. Okay. It's another example of the effect just like missing. I want to double check though, because there's like a reference card. Cooperative reference. The leader in play is called the enemy leader. Text that refers to the villain applies to the enemy leader. Text that refers to the enemy team applies to the players. Resolve these abilities using the Grim rule. Imagine what an opponent would do if it were their choice. Text that refers to your leader cannot be resolved. These abilities typically have an alternate way to be resolved. Do as much of it as you can. This is an example. The enemy leader attacks your leader. Do not give it a boost card. It's like, maybe this is just a bad example, but that typically have an alternate way to be resolved. The Iron Fist doesn't fit into that. I mean, his Wind Revealed effect does if Iron Fist attacks your leader. Otherwise, he activates against you. But his boost effect just whiffs. Okay, and now Nick Fury Senior will just block this. 2, 3, 1 additional boost card. You are confused. If you're already confused against 2. She defeated a character, right? Yeah, so she gets a counter. Ruination, Incite 1, and Peril. Discard cards from the counter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Reveal it. Place 2 threat on each scheme in play. Enter 1 for player. When defeated, shuffle each minion in the counter discard palette into the encounter deck. Okay. Just need some big thwarting here. And Ant-Man's confused, so that's not good. Spectacular. Place 2 threat on the main scheme. In competitive mode, remove 2 threat from your leader's main scheme. It's another thing that misses. Okay. Ant-Man's turn. So this is at 9 of 14. That's getting close. Biggest priority is just that. Which Ant-Man doesn't have any thwarting here. Oh, Captain America doesn't even have a hand. Captain America's got a good hand here. Okay. Since Captain America has a good hand, probably give the card to him. Let me do my thwart events. Like my lay down the laws. There's 1 left in my deck. No, there's not 1 left in my deck. So Ant-Man doesn't have a lot of thwarting left over. So I need to add a little more thwarting into his deck. I'll play Ready to Rumble. Drawing a card because I'm in tiny form. Army Advance will deal a damage. And then 1, 2. Plays Hive Mind. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, 1 additional for each Army Advance I control. So it's 3. Oh, I had to get rid of my confused first. And then I'll change into giant form. Deals damage. Heals him 2. And things aren't really that bad. I kind of want to get my other team building exercise down. So I'll just play 2, get it down. Okay, and that readies him up from the Ready to Rumble. And then 1 threat can come off here. There we go. Captain America's turn. He'll start by playing White Tiger. 1, 2, 3 resources for White Tiger. Draws 3 cards because there's stage 3 of the villain. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Avengers Mansion. Draws Captain America a card. Genius. Kalu will thwart 1. He'll thwart 2, finishing this. And then 3 can pay for Agent 13. When she comes into play, remove 2 threat from a scheme. 2. And then these 2 can finish it. Discard this card to ready up Captain America, and then he can thwart 2 here. Yeah, Captain America is extremely powerful. Also, leadership's just really good. So he just kind of cleaned up that whole situation. There's a win defeated here, right? Of shuffling each minion and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Okay. Okay. Drawing up to the hand sizes. Ant-Man only gets 4 now. So I'm glad that I got these arm advance, because then I can just switch to Tiny, play both of them. Okay, main scheme goes up by 2. And then Captain Marvel is going to attack Ant-Man, which I guess he'll just take the damage. 2. Exhausted character he controls. That's lame. Okay. Now Captain America will block 2. I'm confused. One, 2. Iron Fist. And Street Defenders. Each minion activates against players engaged with, otherwise the enemy leader activates against you. Do not give a boost card. Okay, so Iron Fist attacks. When revealed, he attacks your leader, otherwise he attacks you. So he got attacked for 3 there. And then he attacks again, so Ant-Man needs a block here. Agent 13 can block. Okay. Captain America's turn. So 1, 2 for another Super Soldier Serum. Pays for Stinger. This can come down. Already get rid of my Confuse. And then 4 threat off there. And Stinger can do 1 damage. Okay. Now Ant-Man's turn. Changing to Tiny. Removing a threat from a scheme. And then drawing a card. Each team building exercise. Oh, Captain America didn't draw a card. I guess Ant-Man can draw 2 cards here. That's useless. So both the team building exercise play those Army Advance, and the Army Advance can defeat Iron Fist. I will resize to Giant Man, or Ant-Man, Big Ant-Man. And that draws me a card. And then I can play Nick. Drawing 3. I deck out. Nick can thwart 2, and then the Giant Strength can do clear the area to defeat this, draw me a card, and then double turn the Tide for 6 damage, and then a Giant Stomp for 9. That's 15 damage. And then I attacked her 3 times, so that adds 3 counters here. Right, and then sheer moves. And she attacks a character with overkill. So then Stinger can block this one. So that's 2 boost. She just gets a tough, which is 1 damage of overkill onto Captain America. And that's it, I think. That was a really good turn from Ant-Man. Happy with that. I was worried the deck was bad, but then I just got a really good turn off, so it's convincing me that it's not horrible. Also, she defeated an enemy, so she gets another counter. Also, Ant-Man decked out, so he gets an encounter card. Captain America just decked out too, so he gets one. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 2. Captain Marvel attacks Captain America, who will just I think he'll just take the damage here. 2 boost. Attach this card to main engage with you. There isn't one. Knocks her tough off. I did that because I wanted him to be ready to block for Ant-Man if he needs to. 2, 3, 4. Takes out Nick. Adds a counter. And then acceleration token. Did I get rid of the main? Oh, it's just over here. I love the form changers. I feel like they did a good job with the thematics design. Forgetting power rankings were some of your favorite thematic hero designs. I really like Star-Lord. I really like the risk reward thing, and like bringing a bunch of people into his team as like the leader of the Guardians, and like the element guns. It just really feels. I really like Star-Lord for that. Another one is trying to think. I think Iron Man is really good for the theme with building up the suit. And how you kind of aren't full power at the beginning. I really like that. It's another good theme one. I really like Doctor Strange's theme with having the invocation deck. It just really feels like I'm like a wizard when I play Doctor Strange. Like I'm the Sorcerer Supreme. Did a really good job with that. I like the theme of Rocket and Groot, Rocket and Drax too. Actually, the whole Guardians wave. I think they did a really good job on the theme with all of the Guardians heroes. Okay. Encounter cards. Captain America's. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrader support that he controls. I'll get rid of the shield. I can just. Can he get it back when he goes alter ego? No, he can't. Guess I'll get rid of mission leader. Hercules minion. Teamwork Avenger. Man out of time. I go to alter ego with Captain America and flip down. I should be at 8 health, not 18. I'll exhaust and get rid of it. Total annihilation. Surges. When the villain attacks you, that just surges. Alter ego, discard an ally or support you control. Okay, I'll discard White Tiger. Oh, that's Ant-Man's. Wait, was that? Oh, it has to surge. Again is all. So an ally or support he controls. I don't want to get rid of the army advance. I'll discard a team building exercise. And then one more surge. Neighborhood hero. When revealed in competitive mode, move 2 threat from your leader's main scheme to this scheme. Otherwise, place 2 per player threat here. Yeah, the Spider-Man set, it's just everything on it like just whiffs. It's really sad. Cause like Spider-Man's like one of my favorite heroes, but like his modular is just not not very fun in co-op at least. I gotta try it in PvP. Okay, Ant-Man. Ready to rumble. I'll change to tiny form. Draws a card. And then readies me. I can play Lay Down the Law to remove 3 threat because I don't have the mental. And then I draw a card. 1, 2. Plays for Hive Mind, moving 5 threat from somewhere. I guess here is fine. And then when I'm in tiny, I draw a card. Nick Fury Senior. I don't know. 3 damage. Can go, I guess, Ant-Man, and then his army advance can just take out Hercules. Okay, now Captain America's turn. He'll draw a card. I want to get the Mighty Avengers down. 1, 2, 3. For Mighty Avengers, all of the allies have increased stats now. So then, 3, 6, right? I guess he'll just stick around to block. So I'll just have White Tiger take this out. One. Actually, maybe just a heroic strike here. Oh, the allies cost 1 less because I'm an alter ego as well. So I couldn't have. No, I could have done that. So 1, 2, 3 gets the Black Knight ally out. Then I'm still down a resource from playing. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just flip up and already by discarding Black Knight. And then I'll get rid of my stun. Am I still 1 resource short? I guess so. That's just a really unfortunate hand, I guess. It's just the Mighty Avengers was really expensive for me. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. So I guess I will have played Black Knight. I'll just discard my hand to have got him. And then I guess he can attack her for 3. That triggers her attack to go. Falcon can block the attack. The Spider-Man is in play. Reveal this card. It's not, so it doesn't do anything again. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, every Spider-Man card I reveal, like, just whiffs. And it feels really, sad to me. Yeah, Mighty Avengers is really good. It'll pay off well. Captain Marvel kind of counters it, just because, like, you don't really want to attack her a bunch, because she just attacks you more as you attack her, but it's fine. Sparring robots, yeah, he just hasn't done anything. Okay, main scheme goes up by 3. Captain Marvel attacks Captain America, who... Just take the damage here, or do I block? I'll probably block. 1 additional boost card. 5 damage. So he takes 2. She takes 1. She attacks Ant-Man. Guess Black Knight can block. Reveal this card. She gets... Oh, he's still alive. She's stalwart. After you make a basic attack, spend 3 resources of the same type to discard it. Okay. I did that backwards. Ant-Man was first player, but that's fine. Ant-Man's getting attacked. Ooh, he might get defeated here. He'll block 2. The enemy leader attacks your leader. Yep, that doesn't do anything again. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed by co-op. Goliath, when defeated, give this card to the enemy leader as a face-down boost card. Okay. Captain America's turn. It'd be nice to Avengers Assemble here. Actually, it's probably worth it because they're readying 3 characters. That's just probably worth it. Draw a card. Yeah, I'll just do that. Avengers Assemble. I could do it after playing Black Panther, though. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I want to do it after in a weird way, just because I want to attach Avengers Assemble to him from the discard pile. So I ready up now. Everyone gets +1. And then I play Black Panther. And then, Yeah, I'm just gonna flip Captain Marvel and then flip down with both of the heroes, and then just Avengers Assemble again next turn, and then just end the game there. That's my plan. I mean, in PvP we could play OP heroes against each other or weaker heroes against each other. Just sounds fun. Yeah, I think PvP has potential to be fun. I just haven't got a chance to play it with anyone yet. I really hope it's fun, because like if it made the co-op not as good, and then it also isn't fun, then that'd be sad. But I expect it's probably fun. Depending, as long as you have a group of people that wants to play it. Okay. 3, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gives her a counter. Black Knight's damage will be more useful next time. So then 3, 2, 3. And then the army advance can just deal with that. I'll discard. Did I already discard a card already? I don't think I did. Actually, I think I probably did. So this will add 2 back. I'll go to Alter Ego now. Or I could Shield Toss. Yeah, I'll just Shield Toss. Return the shield to deal 4 damage. No, I don't want to Shield Toss. I don't want to have to play the shield again. Actually, no, I can. I don't need the shield when I'm flipping down. So it brings Captain Marvel to the next stage. And she can't take damage, and we get a counter card, which is fine. 44. Which Black Panther didn't have to attack, actually. He could have thwarted instead. Because the army advance could have done the 2 damage there. And then I'll go to Alter Ego with Captain America and recover. And I'll discard the shield because I won't be needing it for the rest of the time. And Ant-Man is just going to get ready for next turn as well. Resize could be good, so he'll keep that. One way or another could be good because the other things, that means what does he just do? Just draw a card. Ready to Rumble could be good. Let's play the Risk Gauntlets and Ready to Rumble. He'll go to Alter Ego as well. And recover. 1, 2, 3. And next turn, he'll, one way or another, end Resize, because that will, he'll get to do more damage that way. Yeah, and I think we just one-shot Captain Marvel this next turn. Also, I attacked her with Captain America's shield as well. So, she has 2 counters. I think that's it. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 3. Captain Marvel's scheme was for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's confused. 13 and 14. That's funny. Okay. More encounter cards. Attach the minion. Gets +4 hit points in Stalwart. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him. Spider-Man finally comes out. When revealed, Spider-Man attacks each character with Tangled attached. If no attack was made this way, the enemy team searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Tangled Up and gives it to you as a face-down counter card. Okay. Tangled Up. When attached to your leader, otherwise attached to your hero. Okay, so I'm an alter ego, so I don't have a hero to attach it to, so it whiffs again. So, so Spider-Man finally showed up and whiffed another time. Oh. Goliath does finish this thing though, because the teamwork causes him to activate, or causes Spider-Man to activate. When revealed, the enemy team searches encounter deck and discard pile for 1 per player side schemes and deals 1 to each player on your team as face down counter card. Okay, so we just get counter card side schemes. 1. Two. And then 2 more. She schemes for 2, 3, 4, 5. Reveals it. She gets +1 attack. Place 1 energy counter on energy channel. Heal 1 damage for each energy. She gets full health. Okay, there we go. Never really liked the Army Advance themes, but it's more like the comic book theme, and I think I mostly prefer the comics. Yeah, I haven't read many Ant-Man comic book stuff. Okay, so his turn. So he's just gonna try to do damage here. It's sad that that he can't I'll start with one way or another. So I'll flip up into tiny form. No, giant form. To deal a damage to her. And then I'll grab a side scheme with one way or another, which I think there's still one. To draw 3 cards. One, two, three. Now I'll play resize to change to tiny form, or I'll attack for 3. Change to tiny form, draw a card, and then that readies me up because I did Ready to Rumble. Would have been a lot better if Captain America could go first. And 3 damage here. And then resize, changing to giant form, dealing a damage to her and drawing a card. Use lay the trap to play lay down the law. Which one has the least? This one has 5, that one has 6, that one has the main scheme actually. Should the main scheme have any? She did scheme. Did I forget to place it? I can't remember. I'll just do a side scheme, I guess. So I'll do lay down the law and clear the area to finish. Finish. Let's get rid of this one just in case. And then I turn the tide and draw a card. dealing 3. That gives us, so now she attacks me for 3, 4, places an energy counter. And I attack for 3. Oh, also I could have drawn a card when I changed to tiny. And he attacks for 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll spend 3 to play a helicarrier here. And then give it to I'll give it to Captain America. I'll use my wrist gauntlets to stun her. But she's stalwart, so it doesn't matter. So then I helicarrier to Captain America and mansion to Captain America. Mansion for Captain America. His mansion, fearless determination. Okay. So then Kalu can be played with just this and the helicarrier. He searches top 5 for an event. Grab, make the call. Add it to my hand. Okay. I'll search now. I'll flip up and I'll use make the call to bring in White Tiger because she's the cheapest option. Okay, and then I'll do 3 here, or 2 damage here. Counter. And then 3, 3. He's defeated. Two more counters. She attacks me. Kalu can, or I'll just take the damage. So 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot about these 2 amplifies. I should have blocked with Kalu. Rolls the boost ability of each minion engaged with me. She gets a tough. No boost ability. Okay, I drew into, or I have another make the call here, or did I? I think I might have just forgot to discard it from my hand when I played White Tiger. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, and now Black Panther will, or I'll discard shield toss because I don't have my shield to ready. Wait, no, I don't want to do that yet. Wait, it doesn't matter because it's just going through a tough. Okay, and then Black Panther attacks for 3. Adds a counter. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll Avengers Assemble for 4, the one that's tucked under him. Readying each Avenger character and giving them +1. So then he attacks for 3. Add to counter. He attacks for 4. Add to counter. She attacks for 4. Adds a counter. Oh, I blocked with Kalu, right? Hmm. I think I'll play Fearless Determination. I get +1 thwart and I draw a card. Huh. I think I'm slightly short because this is only 6 damage. I'm 2 damage short. And he can't attack because of the first player thing. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe I should have grabbed the shield. I mean, if Kalu could have attacked. How much damage was it? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I would have died. So Kalu couldn't have. I couldn't. There wasn't a way there. I guess I just play Captain America's helmet so I can like live. Yeah. Okay, so I'll undo these 2 attacks. I thought I would have had it there. Those 2 attacks, he attacked for 4, so that could have taken out Spider-Man. She attacked for 4, so that could have done... Take 1 more attack away. So 4, and then 2. 6 could have taken out him. She can be at 18 health. And then... And what? I think I just play it safe here. I play Captain America's helmet so I can't be defeated. And then I just go next to the next turn. He decked out. That's sad because I didn't draw into a damage card with Ant-Man, and then since Captain America wasn't first player, makes it hard with the Avengers Assemble thing because people can't really use the ready on their heroes. Okay, I have some allies to block. We should be fine. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 3. She attacks for I think I think I'll have Black Panther or White Tiger block this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Adds a counter because she defeated an enemy or a character. Okay, and then Black Panther can block this one for Ant-Man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Adds a counter. And then 1, 2. Take more than 3 damage from an attack, reduce the amount to 3, then discard this card. Oh, I forgot about that. So I'll heal her up more. Mob Mentality. Revealed hero, the villain, and each main engaged with you attacks you, and this card gains Surge. Okay, so he has 3 defense here. He'll just block, or no, it's safer to have Captain America do it. He'll block 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Oh, wow. So Captain America's at 1 health. That Quadra boost is big. Unrevealed hero plays 2 threat on each scheme. I'm not going to get rid of that. Captain America, each main activates, otherwise the enemy leader activates against you. There is no... This is the enemy leader, right? Okay. So she'll just take the damage, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that does my helmet. I discard this card instead, and my hit points are 1. And then over here. Gonna call it a night. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'm really behind. Never like. We were impressed by how Black Widow the villain can sneak up and get you when you're in alter ego. No whiffs there. She's scary. The Black Widow. What do you mean? I can't remember. Is there a Black Widow modular here, or do you mean like in Agents of Shield? I'm gonna call it night. Have a good night. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Sleep well. Mog. I just noticed that Avengers symbol affects all Avenger characters in play. I can't believe I never noticed that. Oh yeah, from me mentioning the other heroes not being able to use it that well. Yeah, so like if you really plan it out with your team, you can do that. It readies everyone else's allies up. It's sometimes been useful, but it's mostly best for just one player. Okay. So now Captain America's turn. Stinger. Okay, we probably got enough damage here. So 1, 2, 3 for heroic strike. 6 damage. I'll use this to play Stinger. My mansion should have been ready. I'll give that to Ant-Man though. I'll play Steve's apartment. And just go to alter, discard a card. Attack for 2. And then go to alter ego. Okay. And then Stinger can just stick around to block this attack for Ant-Man when I think this should be at 3, right? So he'll attack for 3. Stinger blocks. Removes all the counters. And then just giant, pretty simple, just giant stomp, change to tiny. And it Army of Ants takes it out, and he could have drawn 2 more cards. There we go. Okay, Captain Marvel defeated. It was a little rough there at the end, just because the timing, I was just slightly short of doing the 44 damage with Captain America and Ant-Man, because Ant-Man's hand was a bit awkward. It was alright. Captain America's deck, as predicted, was totally fine, because it's just Captain America's super strong and reliable to where it doesn't matter so much what you do, because you can always discard a card from your hand to ready, which is going to be good like all the time. So having like a bad deck doesn't matter as much, because you can always just, discard the cards to ready. Ant-Man, I need to edit it to have a little bit more thwarting in it, and probably a couple more allies, and a different ally. I mean, the Nick Fury Sr. would have been better, but yeah, I don't think he really fits here. Venom was nice, but just need more thwarting, a little more survivability. Nick Fury is good, obviously. Yeah. Just so that your room seems more Spartan moving. What do you mean by Spartan? Oh, I already moved. I used to live in Colorado. I moved to Michigan. I just haven't really streamed since I moved out to Michigan. So yeah, so it's just a completely different apartment. Oh, didn't realize you were up the road down in New Mexico. Oh yeah, like when I was in Colorado. Yeah, I was there for grad school. I was doing a master's in mechanical engineering. Turn off the lights now. Yeah, it looks so much worse quality without the lights on. Me make things go, yeah, pretty much. I most of my stuff is about I was doing research on batteries though, so not so much of normal mechanical uh engineering. Like I did all the coursework, so like I have a physics undergrad, so I got like my, physics classes and stuff done with that. And then I took like I did a thermal fluids track. So I took like advanced fluid dynamics and thermodynamics and heat transfer and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I did battery research. So um, now I just work on batteries, which isn't that normal isn't really that much like normal mechanical engineering things. Um, do you think of the new Wonder Man card announcement? I didn't see it, so I don't know. I haven't looked at the Wonder Man article either. I have several ME friends working at Sandia Labs. Nice. One of my coworkers worked at Sandia Labs. And there's in my grad school there was um for the electrochemical society there was a I can't remember his name, but someone from Sandia Labs that works on batteries came to give a talk. Um, I almost ended up working at Sandia National Labs, but I didn't end up doing it. Uh, I missed this. Did you win? Yeah, I did win. It was nice. It's a nice big blast that fell slightly short and then had to tank through, but it was okay. God, ranking cycles. Yeah, I lost in heat transfer and fluid flow. I still can't explain enthalpy. Yeah, yeah. I'm forget. Yeah, it's it was the first thermodynamics that I'd taken was the advanced one, so I was playing a lot of catch up. Um, enthalpy. I want to double check, but if it's what I'm thinking it is, I can remember. Yeah, it's the H is E plus PV thing. Do you do engineering or science for your job? He revives for 2 costs and goes to 4 health, flips to alter ego. It does something else I forgot. Wonderman's card. Oh, that's cool. Revives for 2 costs. Yeah, I mean revives are nice. You can save the game. Like this game, the Captain America's helmet saved me. I needed the extra hit points because I was getting low from all the attacks. And the ally strategy is not very good against Captain Marvel because you get extra activations. Um, so yeah, it wasn't a good matchup, but still won. So I think that means the deck was solid. It's just Captain America is so strong. He wins like every time. actually an English teacher, but I did nuclear power in the Navy. Tons of engineering there. Nice. I prefer the arts to STEM. I just did STEM for like practical purposes. But yeah, if the whole like money thing and just logistics and all that wasn't an issue, I would have done art instead of STEM. Okay. Snow in Michigan? Yeah. There's yeah, it's been snowing a lot lately. Is there any other content creator in the MC world that does as much research as you outside of maybe villain theory? Um, I don't know. I unfortunately stopped watching um Marvel Champions YouTube because of like random YouTube drama that was frustrating. Yeah, without going too far into it, so I don't really wanna be about it, but I ended up just feeling like I couldn't I just didn't want to watch any other YouTube content for a while. Uh, so I'm not really up on what the other YouTubers are doing. I watched an occasional video, but for months and months I didn't watch anything by anyone else, and then still haven't watched all that much. I do think Villain Theory's videos are my favorite out of all of them. Now that after all that stuff passed, I watched some of Villain Theory's videos because I think his videos are very good. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I really like Boop Guys and Villain Theory series on Every Hero's Worst Card. It really helped with deck building. Yeah, they're I think that's a good series too. How'd it help you with deck building? Like figuring out like which hero card you didn't want to build around or something? I gotta grab my deck building box to put these back. I'll be right back. I have returned. Um, These were so good that Nick Fury being underrated was crazy detail and info. Thanks. I actually delisted that video because was it Leroy Jenkins in the chat pointed out a problem with the like efficiency calculation I did, and I ended up agreeing with him. I didn't want to like have like be telling people that he was or like giving like a false stat out there. So I took it down, but the rest of the video was still relevant. So I feel like I think I might just redo that part of the video and then post another version of it. So I did really like the part of like comparing Nick Fury's output to other like cards that people generally think of as good. Don't worry about misspelled words. I built all the decks for game night, so they would talk about why X card was the worst and then talk about how it could be used. It was a good conversation about efficiency. Oh, are you talking about the series? Think of what a hero wants to do, how to support that with the deck is very helpful. Yeah, it is. That's what my deck for every hero project is about, is finding decks that really lean into the hero's identity of what they want to be doing. I've really enjoyed it so far. I don't know if you saw, I posted a magic deck called what I call it. It was I called it Wild Diversity, and then the Bishop deck that I called On Call. Those are both part of that series I'm building, so I'm trying to get decks like that for everyone. So these two were also part of that series that I was testing out. I need to edit Ant-Man's a little bit. Captain America's work is fine as expected because leadership is just very good. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna pack up. If you guys have any questions, now is the time. Or if you guys want to have any questions, I made the expansion to the tier list, which I really enjoyed that. If you guys wanted to talk about that after I'm done, I could stick around a little while longer. But I'm getting tired and I gotta go get some food and go to bed in a little while. Oh man, the tier list is amazing. I was looking at that expansion. Thanks. I was hoping people would like it because I wasn't sure. It gets a really weird like reception. It's like some people just like only want to talk about like. It's funny. It's like most of the time that I talk to people about it, like in my Discord,
they end up just like asking about like Cable and Cyclops, and it's just like those two don't fit into the tier list system the way I did it very well, which is funny. So I don't really hear from people in my Discord or mostly my Discord where of it being useful for them. So that's a little sad. Uh, I feel like the people that do use it maybe don't necessarily tell me about it. So for a while I was wondering like, is this even something people use like or enjoy? Um, or that they find it useful. So I like made that update to like really try to get it to a place where I'm like, okay, I'm sure this is useful for people. Hopefully they can find something to do with it. I feel like it's there now, hopefully. I'm gonna check out the tier list. Yeah, yeah, the it's not as the Discord isn't as active as it used to be, just because I took the like 6 month off or so. Um, but it's been really nice. It's been nice returning back, or returning back, going back. Wow, thanks. I don't know how to. I think that's the first. Oh, did you join the membership? I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I feel bad about the membership because like I don't have any guarantees of how many videos I make anymore. But I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the content because it's nice like when you make something like for other people, like hearing that it actually was useful for them. It's always nice. Okay, I'm gonna put these two away. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm probably gonna head out now. Um, thanks for watching the stream, everyone that came here. I had a good time. Um, I might stream again next weekend, maybe. I'm not sure. When I have time to, when I have like time where I'm not don't have anything planned and I have like a couple decks I want to try out for my deck building project, I might stream them. Really enjoyed how you made a new way to play with standard counters, mixing them too. Yeah, I really like that. That's how I played this one. I was doing the daring difficulty here. That's why I got that like that Quadra boost card and like the like worst version of what's it, the worst version of Master Plan. Okay, can't remember the name of it, where it discards until you get a side scheme and then adds two to every scheme. I agree, great videos. I feel like you don't need a million new ones. The old ones stand on their own. Well, that's nice to hear. Yeah, I made I think my general. I was gonna make a channel update video talking about this, but um, I needed a break from Marvel Champions when I moved out here, so like that's why I didn't um post videos for like 6 months or so. But feeling refreshed on it. Um, so my general plan, which I'll talk about in the video soon, is finish the a deck for every hero video. So I have, there's like 60 something characters. I'm probably through like 20 or 30 of them. I'm building the decks, playtesting them until I'm sure that they're really good, and then moving on to the next hero. So once I finish that, I'll make a video talking about that, which will be a huge video, going over like 1 to 2 decks for every hero in the game. So it should be like a nice like resource for people to, if they want to have like, just 60 plus decks that were built by me. if they enjoy playing my decks, as well as talking about why I chose the cards I did and the archetypes I did for the different characters. That'll probably be useful for people that are learning deck building too. So then after that, well, in addition to that, like updates to the living tier list, which I made the big overhaul recently with the like team generator stuff. So I'll keep making small updates to that. And then after I've finished all of the decks for every hero, I was gonna do a hero power tier list that was based off of my opinion, and I guess what we'd now call a legacy environment. Because with my living tier list, a lot of people don't like the way I did it because I did it with only considering the hero cards. So it's aspect agnostic and card pool agnostic. It ended up being more so like a current environment tier list. I might rebrand it into that because that's kind of what it is like how strong is this hero's cards on their own without considering like how powerful or broken they can make decks. Because some characters like Captain Marvel, I think is a really good example of this. Of Captain Marvel, her strength is just having a ton of money, but her cards kind of suck. But when you have a ton of money and the aspect cards are as good as they are, she can just like break the game with just money, which isn't really so much a thing if you have just the core box or you're playing in the current environment. But when you're playing in a legacy environment, she's definitely a lot stronger than I have her on the tier list. And like Cyclops is another example of that, and Cable is another example of that, where Cyclops is like the whole X-Men archetype kind of fits into his thing, so he's hard to rate. Cable, every time this new player side schemes comes out, so he can have some really powerful decks. So the tier list doesn't really consider like, what do I think of this character in like a legacy environment setting, which is like what tier lists have been really going forward. So I can finally do that, and people can see like what my actual opinions are on all the characters, which I have some that I haven't really talked about, but that are quite different than the general community consensus. Which I don't know, the general community consensus on it isn't very it's really weird because like there's not really that many people that have played every hero in the game multiple times. And yeah. So there's not really a lot of yeah, not much content out there that I feel like gives a balanced take on it. Like obviously like there's a couple things out there, but a lot of opinions you'll see on like Reddit or Discords or just like talking with people will be a very narrow perspective, and people with different like opposite narrow perspectives that are just talking past each other, which could be a little tough sometimes. But there's that tier list video, and then another one just like talking about like what my favorite heroes are, like maybe a tier list video ranking by my preference of like what I like to play. Those are kind of like my big ideas, and then reviews. So I was gonna keep playing Civil War, play it in PvP a bit. Not very, as you could tell, I'm not very enthused by the co-op, but hopefully the PvP is good. But if the PvP isn't that good for me, it's probably not going to be that good of that high praise of a review. But I'm holding my opinion until I've played it more, because I don't want to just, with Agents of Shield box, I rushed into the review too soon, and I realized that I actually didn't like the box nearly as much as I did after the first play. So I'm gonna not make that mistake again, and I'm gonna take a little longer. Anyways, I think that's about all I have. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm going to head out, get ready for bed, go to sleep, all that stuff. Stay dusty.